So I'm enjoying this. I'm on a roll. I feel like I'm about to beat this whole game.
Yeah, that's what this argument is headed. What am I not supposed to tell you the truth? I don't give a shit. Does this fake outrage even work? No, it doesn't. It's
Let's
just
go for
like
length.
it's
Still gonna try not to
like
finish it.
what I'm referencing is
Now I think I
that
can finish
Israel
it.
is inevitably going to turn into a country run exclusively by Itamar Ben-Gvir's and Bezalel
I gotta keep
Smotrich,
my eye
right?
on the
That's
level
it.
now.
Which is exactly what's going on, and that's a real concern, even in Israeli society broadly. Whether we give a shit about what liberal Zionists, whether we
Once we
give a
get to
shit about what
once we get
liberal Zionists think is going
250,000, I'm
on,
gonna
there's
see if
a
I can
separate
finish
demographic
with
concern among
this
Zionists in Israel,
build.
more liberal elements that want to maintain a close relationship with the West, and that is the fear that they're being outbred. There's two, there's two different demographic concerns in Israel, broadly speaking. One is the non-Jew population. The non-Jewish population
We are at
essentially
250K,
the
more or
Jewish
less.
population, which is not that big of a concern
So
for
okay, I'm gonna
Israeli
stop off
society
after this
broadly,
one.
because
This
the
is the last
Orthodox
one,
population,
I think.
Orthodox populations are actually
Unless I can't do it.
keeping Israel, the Israeli demographic concerns at bay.
I think it's over. I think this
They
is gonna be the last one.
will have children, right?
Uh,
But this presents a unique demographic concern for Israeli society
I gotta get
because
up and
a
get
lot
on
of
the
these guys
treadmill.
are very right. Okay, that's it.
All right, we'll try one more time at
So
least.
while Israel has taken the initiative
I'll take a little fuel. Put your treadmill back on. So I got a little distracted. Might have to do this all again. Nope, it's not enough. I need this last little bit. Let's try it again. I just want to see if I can get it with it little. All right, there we go. Um, so let's get the length. I want to see if I can get to 275. So I'm gonna try not to finish it, even though now I can. I can finish it, but I don't want to.
It's unlike anything else. It's unlike any other country. Look at vote overwhelmingly in favor of Itamar Ben-Gvir over Bezalel Smotrich, for example. There's a distinction between them. They think Bezalel Smotrich is radical. Anyway,
All right, we did it. Let's end it now.
okay, and then party that has power over like military means or something. Like we did a coup d'etat and we took over, and I run Burkina Faso or something. Like what the fuck? I am an American Twitch streamer. Okay, I'm not running for office. I'm just an American Twitch streamer with a political perspective than some.
Okay, back on the treadmill.
Find these threatenings, okay?
Let's go.
And it's understandable that these threatening because
Ha
they're not
ha
exactly
ha
up
ha
to
ha.
get any of that power, any of those resources. They want to continue to consolidate. Okay, threat to them. And if you are its first capitals, like Fox's Bid, like NC, it's our support must to be a significant risk. They need to extend things. I don't see it as it's that way. But if you're wondering why it's happening, you're wondering why Fox
All
News
right.
is covering me like this while I'm gone. Oh, there's a reason for it. It's because
Nice.
their boss and their boss's boss, I guess, find the that I have in some politics get ever-present dangers. It's very shocking. Raise innocent he has some ties with his draggers, as they don't.
All right, I gotta be careful here because I can easily finish this level. Let's try to get at least 300,000 before we finish.
Wants to be on daily safe and his audience this is awesome. It's part of why it's still there as a voice of Democrats. We're glad the bigger stress and stars appear on his show.
We're doing great.
On his show, you are talking about the stress of his stress. Russian records not deny his publicist. It's an outlaw. You doubt and apologize after saying that Scripture deserves 9/11. In the latest firestorm, address policy.
We did it. 277. We're almost messed up. No, I did complete the level. Damn it. All right, well that's okay. I didn't get as much as I wanted to, but at least I have a lot.
Conservative speakers have been moving from college campuses across the country strong. So yes, it would take a hostility to lay them out.
That used to be fine.
College Democrats focus highly controversial wow, so Alex Hassan has to become a voice for young liberal prospects? Yes, he's a young Democrat. That's what keeps calling on his generation for platforming Pfizer. He says it is reprehensible. He's also the president of Young Democrats in Massachusetts. Jack Brennan joins us.
They're really going after Hassan. It's pretty crazy.
I don't know who this guy is, but it is very funny that he's going on Baptist news, going on the
It's ridiculous.
propaganda apparatus to
All right, I like how this is going.
This guy is awesome.
It's a DPG guy.
Young Democrats in America say constant president, first of all. Young Democrats are part of the news. There's some Young Democrats how Democrats, even though they're not very funded by but you have to remember, it doesn't even matter that this guy is a forester of some big Democrat, something like that. I've seen something about Fox as the face of a young Democratic Party organization, part of the DNC apparatus, to attack their plans.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
You're not focused. You can, under no circumstance, find yourself, especially feel like you want to have a future in the Democratic Party, or you want to be any kind of part of the party. Never flag matchup. You should never see on their framing your opposition's framing in general. Never turn around and collaborate with them.
I agree.
Matters. One of the people that does this is not better. You don't want to be in the ring with Fetterman, especially if you feel like you have a future in the Democratic Party. Okay?
Jack, welcome to the show. So you say that young Democrats should be careful about, as you call
All right, I'm thinking about getting this 6,000 length increase. Let's at least get to 275 first.
So you're saying you think allow campus?
Well, I don't see it going where I just don't necessarily think the way to do it like this is what but I think the most important thing to understand about this organization is someone who's totally respectable. It does have this large following, and I think the most important thing that we can do is go out there and absolutely participate in starting to this their classes and
Why do you think it's so popular, Jack?
there's a lot of people right now who feel that the organization either party of I think songwriters on top
Let's go. We got this.
I think he said it best himself. He came to this convention speaking.
Okay, let's skip. Now we're gonna go for length.
It doesn't make sense. You can't on one hand say I'm unbelievably popular and I've been able to attribute on top of stuff that not like the party is around in some way to place like this celebrity power that's much faster than the sergeant or from behind a guy that everybody hates.
Get a little bit of fuel.
It doesn't really make sense. This car,
I want to get up to at least 300,000.
I'm a bit dying in general. Like, scroll is tradering and sport and popularity.
Ooh, this worked out great.
Why it's kind of falling apart because people understand we attribute all of the current struggles that they're experiencing back to all of the world topic, all of the strong case now. So people don't have the confidence that they might come to some
All right, we're not. Yeah, I want to get 300,000 before I get the last upgrade. Ooh.
Democratic Party Republicans. It basically proves the argument. So if you don't want to contradict it to exactly left flank and say, oh, his politics for both is very popular, but also very unpopular at the same time. And we can listen to the platform attacks left flank, and you will go to unpeaceful
Oh yeah, we're almost there. Okay, at least one more.
All of a sudden, finds itself aligned. Holy smart.
Oh yeah, let's go.
The question is very simple.
All right, the length is max. I'd like to get it at least to 300,000, if not 325.
And for many liberals, it's pretty simple. They've already known they want to be on the side of the working class, not want to be on the side of that centers that needs the working class at the heart of their politics. They would much rather side with fascists and partially why. I mean, this is
We did it. Woo!
That criticize us. That criticize us and tell us that
Hell yeah. Let's go.
actually
Continue. Wow.
there is no definitive there is a bit of truth in that. Okay, not entirely correct, obviously, because like
Wait. Why did I wanted to get the 325 before I did that. Doesn't matter though. Okay, now we increase power. Increase size.
Somewhat unbalanced arguments, like you're getting a life back.
That's kind of disturbing, isn't it?
Not only are we establishing a base, not only are we establishing a base, but we're also
Guess we can get fuel. I want to get to the 300,000 before I increase the length.
So, from that perspective, this is unbelievably sophisticated. It has to be the absolute most intense. It's like, unironically, facilitating the Democratic Party a little bit, right? Association with democratic socialism for Democrats is not a negative one. It's a positive one for a broader national party.
And there's the background of that party. And I think Scott kind of speaks to it helpful to Democrats, but it is helpful in this even more, which is the fact that I think that the desire to go after these reality people who are listening to them right now is a good one, and it's always been just continue that talking to people who are very skeptical that that party would have to gain more supporters.
Well, Jack, first I'll start with great who's coming on and talking about this and it's shaping looking at the opinions. It's a very important part of our and again what you're saying about how he there are lots of people who feel this but this guy talks about very specific things. What is it that from the that reference people to specific things that Hassan Piker talks about that we find so, that we all find so happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think so many people have lost faith in the ability of the American political system to effect change. It too calls for the revolution become a feeling that in a way it's those the piece of Democrats those have been government. But I think, Sean in particular, part of the reason why he's especially humble about doing that he's gone to college, and that's one of the things I heard a lot about there was his objection that, this is someone who takes state rape on college campuses and something you can't do that. The message that particularly the young couple, really seem to people see
Okay.
Oh, but that's no. He's this makes sense as to why he's
Length 8,222.
That's not true. Obviously, no. He is of Liberty University, which Fox News defended over and over again, saying, yeah, this is a sextestiny mutant talking point. One of those talking points that is something totally ridiculous. Liberty University.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
It's completely fucking. It is completely.
Yes.
Or Title IX. Sorry, not Title IX. I apologize. Title IX. That's what it is. It was my permission of a college that was expressly designed around not allowing Title IX, not allowing sort of like being rich for rich on college campus, turning off all the rich who are self-selecting self-identity to go there. I wonder if that space even stops and thinks.
All right, we're at 300,000, 30,000.
No, I don't think they care. I don't think they care about it. I think they are actively collaborating with the fascists.
Okay, we're putting the length up.
Clean up their left flank. Like this person, in kind of purpose, stops thinking about who's really for the thing. Okay, I'm not just watch that right. We'll just I just stop back. Yes, this is.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
We're good. So I want to get to 325 before I buy land.
focuses their animosity, their envy, and their that are effectively illegal when they prosecute political dissidents. Realize that this actually
I'm gonna have to spend 20,000 on this. I only have 30,000, right? No, it's yeah. I have to spend 20,000 to get the length up. Maybe it's not worth it.
Democrats once that's
not serious. Their stuff. And it was you know, screamed out of the
Wait, do I have 20,000 or do I have 300? Do I have 320,000 or do I have three? Yeah, I have 300,000. Okay. You know, I can spend 20,000 then. That's fine.
none of this happened. None of this he's saying that I would have said.
I was gonna keep my deal with myself and get to 325,000 before I spend it.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's talking that frustrated about the young crowd. It's honestly it matters. Why? Because again, I am criticizing the form. Okay, I'm criticizing the function. I'm criticizing the form. I'm criticizing the media.
Okay, we're gonna do 20,000. Now I'm a little more nervous.
Okay. Because it's fucking unbelievable. It's unbelievable and it's utterly unacceptable that someone associates themselves with the parts go on Fox another wing of the Democratic Party and criticize a person to their left wing. Okay? Completely
So I'd like to get to 350,000 before I finish this off. I'd also like to look at how much P I run.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Most people sleep there, people sit down. It's still looking at that party, they're looking for figures like Piper.
yeah.
So I can get 400p right now. If I quit with 350, I'll lose a bunch of that.
Is the hope
But it seems kind of worth it.
Are the new path forward going to be doing the exact same thing that Hillary Rodham Clinton did, doing the exact same thing that the establishment?
The next level, I might be able to get it even higher.
Very failure. Do you see what I mean? Like,
So I'm exhausted though. I don't know if I want to keep going. Let's look at what I'd be able to buy with the P.
What's your vision for better futures? How are you going to start a vision in the environment of moving forward that's get people excited, that will get people off their asses and go out and vote, go out and actually push the Democratic Party? What's the vision? Better things are not possible.
Yes, sir.
But my criticism of moderate death in the right wing of the party is the same exact criticism that I have for the Republicans.
So yeah, essentially 150 plus 85 is instead of 225 it's 235.
I would have a lot more to say about Fox 2, even if I were to actually critique
Plus another 85. You know, a little. Yeah, I think I can get a lot of upgrades here. Maybe I should just quit now.
I would love to go on fucking Fox News. They just won't have me on. They would much rather have people like this on.
Yeah, because I'm exhausted. I don't think I can get to 350 right now. Let's call it. Let's reset with our 410.
That's the problem.
Prestige shop, discount, servo, multiplier, discount, servo. There we go. It's looking pretty good.
What are you going to say here is this. Hassan says a lot of things that I don't agree with, but he says a lot of things that are, for example, he says that the Republican Party is a fervent defender of the Epstein.
Okay, hold on a second. Be right back. I am exhausted. Oh, I have to restart, right? Okay, let's go. Yeah, the restart is rough. That's for sure. I mean, how slow I'm going right now is indicative of how little the thing makes a difference. The resets. All right, shall we? All right, so let's see how far we can go. We want power over everything else. Um, size. Yeah, I think this is a good move, emphasizing power and size. Maybe I should have went with a little length. Length, power. Length, power, 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 size. All right, this is going pretty well. The P's are helping. The P is helping. Yeah, I think I can end it now. So of course I want to get at least 100,000 before I end it. Yeah, it's not going as well as I'd hoped. You know, this is not like it doesn't feel like that impressive of a turnout. Let's get the power maxed out, size maxed out. I think the length is good enough that I can satisfy anyone with my length. That's what she said. So I don't actually need this length. Well, this length increase. So I can finish it without that. I just have to be careful now not to take too much. Ah. Put my video back on and start walking again.
Defends vociferously. Okay, so let's not talk about
Whoa!
that.
Almost fell again.
Democratic Party doing all this. Here's the problem is
This treadmill's going pretty good.
this country would have, which happens to be the Republican Party, right? The Republican Party controls every branch of government. They've actually filled the courts all the way up to the Supreme Court with some reactionary judges. They are dominating American politics, and Americans are sick tired of it. We're now finally registering that what is the case is down to the state populace not going to change the system. It's not actually making the system look better at all. And Fox News has been defending system, defending the establishment. So the longest time I've been able to read the establishment, I think learn from that, figure out how the Republicans did. There are ways to make it went on Fox News. Okay? What you not doing there?
I'm pretty bored. I'm thinking about stopping soon. I don't mean stopping playing, although maybe that too. But I'm talking about stopping this level and going to the next one.
By the establishment and money interests, and never understanding why. Or
I think the reality is that there's not genuine lessons politically enforceable right now. It's funny, I talked to a lot of people, I saw the comment that some people, a friend of mine reminded me that Muslim dominance that the same thing as the comment that's that he's, been a very successful to the United Democratic Party.
All right, let's go.
they're like, Doron is good at this, not bad. Fine, I'll take it. Taylor's good. They're not too radical. Keep talking to all this next stuff, they'll be like, Abdul El-Fayed is good. It's not too radical. It's fine. I'll take it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, all of these guys, all of these people that I work with actively, that I've propped up, they all, that means that they are becoming undeniable. The race where they become so unfathomably popular on the base that it's actively sit on them.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Party, or even after Zoran became the winner of this Democratic Party, he still probably had so much. It's like if you didn't and if you actually had.
How much longer can I do this? I think I better stop now. I'm exhausted. I want to go. I want to go to the next level. Let's just do it.
I guess it's all stuff thought it was great. A bit of fun. Great things. I'll put it back. Yeah, it's going to
All right.
be established, and it was such a polish. We'll see what's good here. Thank you for joining us.
Blank.
Be sure to like, subscribe, bro. The reality. These next videos are on probably for months, even after you got elected mayor. Oh yes, these guys are all.
I want to get this up to like 1,000. There, we stop there. I want to get the size up to 1,000. Oh, the size maxed it easily.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I actually don't need the full power upgrade.
What about this comment? What about that comment? You just this comment. What about that comment? Here's the thing. Okay? We have to remain calm.
I want to get to 75,000 at least before I get the length upgrade.
That's certainly a reactionary right. We have to have a principled stance. We can have our minor disagreements. If we start disavowing one another, then there's no more. Okay? I think that kind of stuff is.
Let's just take the power upgrade for fun. Oh no, the upgrades that I buy I won't keep. Right, yeah. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Doesn't really matter that much.
I'm going to sit there and listen to a goddamn fascist demand that I disavow people who are voting for me politically are out of your fucking mind. Are you
I don't know.
Some possible, it's exactly like what's brought on with cases. The problem is, there are records, okay? There are
All
records.
right, we're almost at 75,000.
About how reformist the Democratic Socialists of America are. Here's for years. People are probably I don't care. I don't care about them. So-called so-called they're still doing it. They're doing it every day. They're trying to turn it into a movement. The people who consider themselves as further to my
I think I have enough.
don't recognize this going on. And they just constantly are trying to
Okay.
this of like less mobilization in the fucking country.
Ah,
Okay? That's the problem. So I'm consistent on this. There are those law regulations against me. You can't see. That's what we're doing here. This is what I need. This is what I'm talking
all right, I'll take a little break. Nice little treadmill walk though.
Instead of the other guy, that wasn't the DSA left that I just banned. Okay? What I just banned in that situation is someone behaving like a fucking record. When DSA itself has the entire federal apparatus constantly surveilling everything.
I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, it's good.
When I have the State Department,
Whew, I feel pretty good. So yeah, let's finish this off now.
You're actually not a true revolutionary. Fuck you. You're actually fake and phony. Focus your sights. Train your sights on the fascists. What the fuck are you doing? Immediately choosing to attack your closest fucking friends, your closest ideological allies in this moment where the fascist government is actively
Right, so all I need is length now. Just like she said.
Dissident into concentration camps is unbelievably annoying. It's friendly fire. Of course I'm going to yell about that. I just gave you an example of people to my right, within the DSA right, that I do not oppose or criticize publicly, even if I have my disagreements with them. And the same goes for people on my left as well, people to my left flank. You know, the Maoist third world and whatnot. The only time I
Alright, we did it.
apply criticism is when they, whether they be to my right or
So,
to my left,
I like this. I like how it's going.
a broad anti-fascist coalition. That is what they are wrecking. Do you understand? It is those who are deeply unserious and do not recognize the necessity for as broad of a movement as possible that will oppose fascism in this country that is...
Size maxes out fast.
I criticize no matter who they are. I just criticize a liberal Democrat who's actively coming after the entirety of the left flank. They don't make any distinction between you or I. Neither does the Republican Party. And the Republican Party doesn't even make a distinction between liberals and people on our side.
Alright, I'm happy with this. I would like to extend the treadmill a little further.
From within.
I just like to extend the treadmill for fun. It's not really necessary, but...
DSA's chapter, win elections, throw out the Constitution, abolish the Senate, abolish the Electoral College. Of course, you want to stack Congress, strip away all powers from the White House and Supreme Court, and then, boom, democratic socialism / communism, regular old, that'll be the end of America as we know it.
Where is this? There was someone talking about the point of record organizations within the DNC. If you don't understand what we're trying to do here, and if you can't even comprehend why the Republicans are losing their goddamn minds over this, and why the center of power in the right wing of the Democratic Party is losing their goddamn minds, and they're cooperating with the fucking fascist right in this country, that's not our fault, okay? If this movement was unimpactful,
Alright, let's do this.
If this movement was simply offered from the outside,
We're going for
constant critique instead of trying to do something to make this change, then yes,
do I even need more power? I don't know.
this wouldn't be happening right now. Okay? I've been saying the same things.
I want the treadmill, that's one thing for sure.
Why am I getting constant round-the-clock coverage from Fox News? Okay? There have been moments that I've been featured on Fox News, but never to this degree. Why? Why is it that only now are many of the organs of propaganda on the mainstream?
Okay, we want this treadmill.
Center right,
There we go.
CNN, PBS, and Fox News. Why are they coming after me as aggressively as they can? Because they're not coming after me. They're coming after all of us. Okay? I'm just a figurehead. Even if I don't use that moniker myself, even if I disavow that, it doesn't matter. That's the way they're presenting it. They're not talking about me when they say this stuff. They're talking about anyone that wants to progress in this country. Anyone that wants to pull back the Overton.
Okay, I want
Anyone that wants to fight
I
for
want
healthcare.
the length
Anyone that
increase, but let's just wait till we get to 100,000.
capable or invested in criticizing Donald Trump. Okay? That is what they choose, what they want to destroy. That's their goal. And if you can't comprehend it, I don't know what to tell you. That is their goal. Their goal isn't to just section off different aspects of the left and offer a critical lens. Their goal is not to make the Democratic Party more competitive. You can't be stupid enough to believe that, right? Do you genuinely believe that? Do you think that these guys are actually invested in making the Democratic Party a strong Democratic Party by cutting off their left movement, their left right?
Yep, you're not
The
wrong.
Republicans, you think the same Republicans that have been calling Nancy Pelosi a communist for the last 2 decades, all of a sudden now are making that distinction between Nancy Pelosi and people like myself? Where is that coming from, you think? You think Fox News cares about having a strong Democratic Party? Or do you think they're actively trying to foment discontent
all right.
within the left?
105,000. Let's do it. Let's get the length.
By targeted debate with hanging,
Let's finish it up.
the
No, let's try to get up to 125.
saying that I'm too radical, I'm too crazy.
Now, you can vote your way into socialism, but you can't vote your way out of it. Sounds extreme? Yeah, because it is. And don't forget, Democratic Socialists, they don't love this country. One of their core leaders, Hassan Piker, said,
I don't love this country.
this in the 25th anniversary year of 9/11/01.
The country is pretty evil.
Displays a framed newspaper. Take a look at this from 9/12/01, showing the Twin Towers on fire. Take a look.
Also, you might have noticed some changes behind me. I finally framed the Cutie Cinderella, the newspaper from 9/11, the morning of 9/12, the newspaper right there, the newspaper that covered 9/11. It's now officially sitting behind me, and I can see North Korea poster.
Recently, the college Democrats invited Piker to speak at their annual convention. He showed up dressed like a Chinese dictator and delivered a hate-filled rant against all of his political enemies, including Israel, Donald Trump, and other Democrats. The speech was kind of insane, so insane that the University of Kansas Democrats, they actually got up and walked out, later condemning
This didn't happen. Well, I like that they're making shit up. They are merging different groups that are not a part of this organization. They're saying like, oh, Democrats actually got mad. Oh, young Democrats got mad. These are not the same. These are not the same organization. But of course, they lie about everything. They lie when ICE guns down another American citizen or someone with a legal permanent residency in this country. Why would you think that they're being honest in this moment, right? They lie about everything.
Oh,
The question is, the dummies
I actually finished it.
that still refuse to comprehend.
It's about that time anyway.
They lie about everything. Why would they be truthful about this? They hate you, even if you are a liberal. If you're a liberal Democrat, you're like, oh, I just want like moderate changes to take place at a reasonable pace.
Maybe instead of doing this, I should just like go for 100K each time.
Okay.
I don't need. It doesn't need to keep getting higher and higher. Let's try to hover it around 100K, and then we can beat the whole game. I think. Let's go for it.
Not going to save you at all.
Piker's extremism in a statement. Of course, Piker, wasn't just dressed like Chairman Mao for fun. He actually reveres one of, history's most evil and murderous dictators ever to exist on this planet. Take a look.
If they took me talking about Mao Zedong, oh my God, I thought it was like making fun of Mao Zedong. I never would. I never will. one of the great leaders of this world, okay, a man who changed the entire universe, the entire planet. He did. He changed the trajectory of history. He is the founding father of the People's Republic of China. Mao Zedong gets the same level of credit that the founding fathers do for America.
That's true.
Tens of millions of Chinese citizens. It's true.
Yeah.
Fact. Here, this clip too, Sean. Why won't Sean Hannity have me on to discuss this stuff? He said he was supposed to, and instead he chose not to have me on and talk about me instead. It's very interesting. What are you afraid of, Sean? We can discourse back and forth on this issue, whatever issue you want to talk about. Dude, this actually considering it's not fucking normal that Fox is reporting on everything you say or do and portraying you as some scary villain. I swear to God, they want someone to harm you. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do. Chinese citizens don't ever
It's not
know. Why are they portraying it that he's weird and hated by the Chinese people? Yeah, well, for them, it's 1.4 billion Chinese people actually are brainwashed or too terrified to say anything about Mao Zedong, and that's what it is. Like, you can't have a sober assessment of his contributions and also his excess at the same time, which is the Chinese government's decision as well, ironically enough. That, they're less critical than I am as far as
We finished it.
revolution goes. But even they recognize.
Oh, all right. We're hovering at around 130K, which is fine.
Why? But again, for these people, they don't want to have like a realist estimate. They don't want to have a real tabulation. They don't want to look at the complex historical figure that was Mao Zedong. They simply want to say he is Chinese Hitler. And what's really interesting about that is whether you hate China, whether you actively want to foment hatred towards China or not, it doesn't matter. If you see China as a foreign adversary, you must still understand China. If you hate China as another great power in the world that you want to cooperate with rather than constantly saber rattling at,
Okay, 130K.
understand. And that's what's really interesting about this. So, I listened to the Ezra Klein conversation that took place.
All right. I want
Okay. Where
length
Ezra Klein had the former
and power.
Prime Minister of Australia, Kevin Rudd, on. Kevin Rudd is probably one of the best China understanders in the Western world. This man has extensively studied contemporary Chinese history all the way from college, and then he has had a direct relationship with Xi Jinping as well at his time in the Australian Foreign Service, and then later on as an Australian diplomat. And also the 26th Prime Minister of Australia.
So it seems if I had just a bit more fuel, I would have beat that.
Like, he has personally experienced Xi Jinping's rise to power. He has personally a decent understanding of China. He was even before anyone else was. Now, he's not the biggest fan of China by any means. However, unlike many of his counterparts, he recognizes that in order to develop even a critical understanding of China, in order to develop the best defense against China, if that's your goal, you still have to understand China. You still have to understand Marxist-Leninism. You have to understand Xi Jinping's rise to power. No one in the Western world, many of the Western analysts actually fail to do this adequately, which is why they constantly they constantly find themselves lost. Okay, that's it. It's unbelievably stupid. It's in a way, it's no different than what the right wing was saying about Mark Milley. When Mark Milley came out, it was like,
Let's go.
Formative Marxist literature.
I'm having more fun now that I'm not like every single time. Like, I need to save up such and such. I think I actually should have beat that level. I was so obsessed with leveling up beyond what I needed that I didn't enjoy it, you know? So let's go, let's do,
fight back effectively, okay? So my argument here in this circumstance, regardless of my difference in opinion with the likes of Kevin Rudd, right, who is arguably no fan of China, my argument for those who just simply go, oh, dude, you're a fucking silly radical, shut the fuck up. My argument always is, you have to agree, you have to understand. Even if you hate China, you still have to understand China. Otherwise, we're going to be like, oh, this country. How did they build this superpower over the course of 3 decades? How did that happen? You'll get lost. And I don't understand why. I have studied fascists as well. Doesn't mean I like fascism, but I have to understand it. I have to understand where. That's the reason why I watch Fox News as well. I'm a student of the right as well. And the reason for why I do this is because I need to understand how they galvanize the base, how they.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, this kind of thought-terminating fake patriotism is simply to delude your base, to make
Our
sure
fuel.
that your side never even developed any understanding of how China this thing. Okay, it's very stupid. It's so stupid that I'm not even saying you need to be a Marxist Leninist. I'm simply saying just read and develop a better understanding. Okay, and ironically enough, this interview was pretty solid. I mean, all the way up until the end. Like, there's a lot of there's fear mongering at the end of
More fuel and power.
the conversation, but I will stand by this. Kevin Rudd, unlike any other Western analyst, which is again low bar to clear, Kevin Rudd understands China. Okay, he disagrees, and he has plenty of critique, some valid, some I think exaggerated. But he absolutely
Almost enough,
understands
but we need length.
and takes seriously the way that the People's Republic of China.
How are we doing for time? That's all, folks. Please like, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Save